Make them think you're crazy. If you are bold, you cannot fail. When you take action and you're bold with it and you're confident and you're dramatic with it, one, people respect you more and they respect your decision more. Also, you are more likely to succeed. And now, if you're timid, people are not going to respect your decision as much, and then also you are more likely to fail at that point. This week I was watching a lot of podcasts and I have some really great takeaways in these two podcasts. They kind of go together and I was able to see how their takeaways both added value to each other. One was with Robert Greene. We all know him, love him. He has all these books, amazing, wonderful. And another one was Miss Louisa Nicola. She is a neuroscientist and I watched one of her episodes as well. Robert Greene says to take action with boldness. You want to change your life? That's bold. So take action that can show that boldness. If you want to start a business, quit your job, take action to show that boldness. You better be bold, you better be confident, because if you're not, people are going to sense that you are timid and they are not going to respect you as much, and you're also more likely to fail. With being bold, Louisa says that when you get an idea in your brain, you have 48 hours to act on that idea before it just leaves your brain and the initial motivation is not there. And I was talking about this in one of my other videos and now I know why. What she specifically says is you have 48 hours to act so that you can prime the brain and encode what you're wanting to do, the change you're wanting to take, whatever it is that you want to do. You have 48 hours to act, because if you don't, that neural pathway is going to weaken. Therefore, your motivation, your drive, all of that is going to weaken, because your brain doesn't know what's real. It doesn't know what's fake. It doesn't know what you want. All it knows is what you believe about yourself. So that's why you have to be bold with what you're doing. You have to act quickly. And that's why the people who take the most risks and do things the quickest, they usually see more results than the person who is sitting here waiting, trying to make it perfect. Nothing is perfect. We live in an imperfect world. You know what you can do every single time without doubt, without fail, is you can be bold. In order to be bold, you kind of have to have an idea with where you're wanting to go, because bold actions come from bold ideas. So one way you can kind of help prime your brain to do something more in your favor is picture exactly what you want and really visualize it. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What kind of emotions are you feeling? All of these things help your brain to better remember it, because think about it. A lot of the things we remember how it made us feel, not necessarily the exact words or even maybe the exact imagery, but we remember how it made us feel. And we are very emotional beings. So play into that. Make it help you. Use that as your advantage. Everybody has access to this. Everybody can do this. How are you going to help yourself gain confidence that you can do this and you are the person who is right for this? Well, say you want to start going to the gym, and instead of being like, I'm someone who goes to the gym, you could rephrase it as, I am somebody who values my physical health and I take actions to make sure that I improve on that every day. You are making it more of an identity shift rather than something you're going to do. It is you, it's not something you're doing. You get what I'm saying? When I heard these two episodes, I listened to the Robert Greene one first, saying you need to be bold in your action. And I was like, you're so right. We can all be timid. I can be timid. And it's like, if you're not going to do something all the way, 100%, then yeah, it is more likely to fail. And people will just not respect you as much. So I think these are really cool, and it really got me thinking, because I watched so many podcasts this week, so I have so much to think about. Those were just two that really stood out to me and really offered so much value, even though they were short. Louisa's was like 30 minutes, and this one with Robert Greene on it, it was just one of those videos that people put together from multiple interviews of his. So it was only like a 10-minute clip, but it was all so good. And it really just goes to show these two successful people, scientists, someone who understands psychology and human nature, and they're both putting out just straight value for us to use. So I am challenging myself to be more bold in what I'm doing, and I want to challenge you to do that as well. What is one bold action you can take today, tomorrow? It can be learning something and teaching a friend about it. It could be writing it down. It could be doing whatever you're doing, but putting a little bit more into it. Instead of 60%, do 70. And instead of saying you're going to do these things, tell yourself you are that person already. You are identifying yourself with who you want to become. You have to believe it to get there. If you can see it, you can get there. The only thing holding you back is you. And a lot of people say, well, the people who are doing what I want to do, they just have money, they were born into it, they have it easier. Yeah, some people may have access to more money than you, but they still have to work hard every day. Some people may have been born into a family that is just full of entrepreneurs, which I wasn't, but yeah, they could have been born into that family, but they still have to do the work in order to be successful themselves. And a lot of people we see now that are doing things that you want to do are normal people. Everybody is just a person. We're all here on the same earth living lives of our own, but I often see people separating themselves from the people who have the life that they want and themselves who are right here. You have to close that gap. And every single time you tell yourself that, oh, they just got this, they just got that, you are actively setting yourself back because you want to be there. You want to be there, but you're stating reasons why you can't because you're making it impossible. If you're saying, well, they were just born into it, you weren't, so how are you ever going to get there if you weren't? You are actively telling yourself and letting your brain know and your nervous system know that you can't get there. So you have to really take on the identity of who you want to become, because our brain, like I said, it doesn't know what's real and what's not. It holds on to everything. If you're feeling any sort of emotion, it's gonna just come right back to you because that's all your brain knows. And if you really want to change and you really want to start taking bold actions and doing things boldly to get there, you have to be able to visualize it. You have to be able to feel what that person, your future self, you have to be able to feel what they are feeling in that moment. So your brain becomes more comfortable with it. It starts looking for that. It starts helping you get there. Stop trying to play against your brain. Use it to help you. It is one of the most fascinating things that God created. It controls our whole body. Blinking my eyes, I'm not doing that. That is just my brain telling it to blink. My heartbeat, I'm not doing that. That is my brain telling my heart to beat. To breathe, that is not me just doing it manually. My brain is telling it to do that. It is so fascinating, and you have such a tool already within you. If you are liking these videos and you want to hear more, feel free to subscribe, because I am so excited at where this journey is leading you and me. And I truly do enjoy sharing the things that I have learned and that I am learning currently. And I'd love to get your perspective on it. I love reading your comments, okay? But anyways, if you want to subscribe, feel free. And also comment down below one bold action you can take.